Alright friends, didn't know if I wanted to make a video about this, but I figured it was definitely a huge ritual for you guys to see exactly why I've been talking about Joe Biden and a plane crash or some sort of crash. Because last week, remember during the Bills and Bengals game, Damar Hamlin suffered that cardiac arrest on the field. That was against the Bengals. It was at the Bengals home stadium. Remember, we're in the year of the Tiger. Okay? Well, the NFL, because the game was canceled last week, they had to rework their schedule. And one of their proposals for the Bengals, since they were going to lose a game since they didn't finish last week's game, was they were going to make the Bengals flip a coin in order to determine where their first playoff game was going to play. However, the Bengals won this game yesterday, so they didn't have to do the coin flip. But in protest to this rule, during the game, the Bengals did a coin flip touchdown celebration after they scored a touchdown. I'm going to show you how this is tied to a plane crash symbolism and how obvious it is. Okay? So first of all, after the TD was scored and to mock the NFL in their coin toss scenario, Joe Mixon, get it guys, his name is Joe, just like Joe Biden. Don't forget too, the Bengals have a quarterback named Joe. They have two Joes. And remember, Joseph the Pope just died also. But Joe Mixon's the running back, number 28. He does the coin flip toss. He's the one that flips the coin, guys. All right? And then they watch it go up and they watch it come back down. Do you see the symbolism? And Joe Mixon, like I said, is the guy who did it, number 28. Remember, 28's the perfect number. 28's a perfect number. And it's been a huge number in this ritual. And so anyways, besides just Joe doing it, what happens is they have, look at this guys. So as they're doing the coin flip, look at the team that they have flashing on the bottom line as they're doing it. It's the Jets. Get it guys? The Jets. And they're looking up like they look up at a jet that's coming down. And the Dolphins are a water team. So a jet going down in water maybe? I don't know. But also notice that number 28, Joe Mixon's the one who flipped it, but number 83 is the one pointing up. And 83 in gematria, okay, is murder. Murder equals 83. Also, you'll see number 85 off there to the side. He's the one that that ran into Damar Hamlin last week in the Bills game and knocked him out. So perfectly scripted. And if that wasn't enough, guys, after they flipped the coin, they all got down on their butts. And number 33, you can't see him here, but he's leading this. And they're all pretending like they're on a roller coaster with their hands above their heads. And then they sway back and forth like they're on a roller coaster ride. Okay? Again, do you see the symbolism? A plane is like a ride. And what happens on a roller coaster is you go up and down. Just like the coin went up and down. Just like a plane that would crash would go up and down. And again, they have their hands above their heads. I'm going to explain that in a minute. But just clear symbolism. And that's not enough, guys. On Christmas, the Bengals plane was forced to make an emergency landing. Okay? So, if you guys don't see already what I'm talking about with this coin flip and this celebration being about a plane crash, not only that, but guys, look, they had to make an emergency landing on Christmas. Right after their game against the Patriots. And guess where they had to make a landing at? JFK, the other president who died. Okay? He's the Catholic president before Joe Biden was this Catholic president. It's just so clear, guys. The Bengals had to make an emergency landing, and now they're doing this celebration that's all about predictive programming for a plane crash, and there's two Joes on there, and Joe Biden and Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow. It's just crazy. And if that wasn't enough, get this, guys. Coin flip celebration. A direct match in 3 ciphers to Joseph Robinette Biden. Notice that Joe Biden plane crash equals 325, like coin flip celebration, like his name, Joseph Robinette Biden. Also, the other part of the celebration, roller coaster, equals 161, just like Joe Biden plane crash. I mean, I don't know what else to say here. I mean, I just think it's pretty obvious, especially what I've already showed in my other videos. If you haven't watched them, go back and watch them. But again, I was already making those videos before I even saw this. This was the perfect celebration. Especially since the Bengals just had an emergency landing on Christmas, not too long ago. And that reminds me of this song, because the Bengals were playing the team called the Ravens. And back in November, there was, one day after JFK's death date, the show Wednesday was released. And in the show, there was a raven dance, because the show was all about the raven from Edgar Allan Poe's poem. And in that song, there's a dance, and the whole TikTok trend ended up being about this song, Bloody Mary. This wasn't the original song in the show, but everyone on TikTok ended up dancing this dance, this raven dance, to the song Bloody Mary by Lady Gaga. Okay, another death symbolism. But notice the words, guys. I'll dance with my hands above my head. Okay, just like the Bengals had their hands above their heads against the Ravens, and it was the raven dance that was sang to this song that says hands above my head, like Jesus said. You see what I'm saying? Hands together, forgive him before he's dead. Do you see, guys? Wow. It's all about the Catholic symbolism here too, also, because, the Catholic Pope Joseph that just died, and Joseph Biden is Catholic. And if that weren't enough, guys, let's bring it all together, because hands above my head equals 78, just like as above, so below, which is the symbolism here, going up and going down. Queen Elizabeth II just died, equals 78. The quarterback for the Bengals equals 78. And the running back, 78. And emergency landing, 78. So, again, guys, and here's the dance, the raven dance. Hands above my head. It's all about the hands in this dance. What a script, guys. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.